The subject of my talk this evening is who is the Guru? This word Guru was not known in the West. It is a Sanskrit word. And some saintly souls visited America, like Swami Bhaskarananda, and he came in 1893 to attend the Parliament of Religions, and he turned out to be a wonderful speaker at the Parliament. So he was hired by a lecture bureau to give lectures all over America. That's how he went to many cities, and he gave lectures on what? On the teachings of Hinduism. He liked to call Hinduism by another name. He used to call it Vedanta, because the word Hinduism was not known to the ancestors of the Hindus. This word Hinduism was used by the British when they ruled India for about 200 years. So the ancestors of the Hindus would call their religion Sanatana Dharma, the eternal religion. Anyway, and this is the most ancient living faith in the world, this Vedanta or Hinduism. And the word Guru is a Sanskrit word in which most of the scriptures of Hinduism are written. Sanskrit is a very versatile language. Every word has several meanings. So, for example, the word Guru. The subject of my talk is who is the Guru? Well, the word Guru has different meanings. The ordinary meaning is something which is heavy. That is Guru. But in relation to spiritual life, the word Guru means the dispeller of spiritual darkness. There is a saying in Sanskrit. The meaning of which is the people, most people are almost blind because there is some kind of ignorance which doesn't allow them to experience divinity. And the highest teaching of Vedanta or Hinduism is also that everybody is divine. Sarvam Khalidam Brahma. But people don't know that they're divine because some kind of ignorance doesn't allow them to know it. See, if divinity is like light, then ignorance is like darkness. So there is a book which is called the Guru Gita. There it has been mentioned that most people are blinded by their ignorance of their divinity. It is the Guru who comes and opens up their eyes and they lose their blindness. That means they experience divinity. So Guru is the dispeller of spiritual darkness or ignorance which does not allow people to experience their inherent divinity. But how does the Guru help a person to get rid of his or her ignorance? They have different methods, and they also tell these people who want to get rid of their ignorance that they are divine, and how can they experience divinity, inherent divinity. Such gurus will tell such people how to do it. And one of the methods is to chant the holy name of God, for example. So, the holy name of God is like an uncut diamond, a large piece of diamond. And the Guru may give that diamond to the student. Guru means spiritual teacher now. And the student who has come to get help from the teacher, the Guru gives that person a holy name. It is called mantra. It is like an uncut diamond, large piece of diamond. So Guru says you have to learn to cut it, then it will become a multifaceted diamond and it will remove all your poverty. And the student, whom we call disciple also, takes that uncut diamond home and puts it on the shelf, and then cutting the diamond is not easy. It takes time and care, but then after a while they become careless and they don't go on cutting that diamond. So that's how their poverty is not gone, their spiritual poverty remains. Anyway, how many kinds of guru are there? The Vedanta or Hinduism says that there are 4 kinds of guru. When is teacher, the word guru means teacher in this sense. There are 4 types of spiritual teachers, 4 types. So the first is called Shiksha Guru, the teacher who gives some education. And it could be a school teacher, a college teacher. That is Shiksha Guru. And superior to the Shiksha Guru is the Vidya Guru, which gives, the Vidya Guru gives spiritual knowledge. So who are they? Or who is he? They said Vidya Guru is a teacher who expounds the scriptures, religious scriptures, and tries to make the scriptures understandable. It is called Vidya Guru. And superior to the Vidya Gurus are the Diksha Gurus. They are the ones who give some mantras to the disciples. That means they give some uncut diamonds to some disciples and ask them to cut the diamond. And eventually their spiritual poverty will be gone. That is the idea. And superior to the Diksha Guru, one who gives spiritual initiation, the mantra, is Jagat Guru. And Jagat Guru is God. So God is the Guru. Real Guru is God. And some people invented another term, which is Upaguru. That is, when their Guru is not there, then somebody else also can give some teaching. And they sometimes call such a person Upaguru. But anyway, there are 4 kinds of gurus: Shiksha Guru, Vidya Guru, Diksha Guru, and Jagat Guru. So, a guru is like a freshwater lake up on the mountain. And that fresh water is served to some city folks which are at the bottom of the hill. And that water is brought to that human habitation at the bottom of the hill with pipes and all. And eventually that water is made available to faucets in people's homes. So each of these faucets, if you turn that faucet on, you will be able to give some water. So such a faucet is called a Diksha Guru. But truly speaking, the water is coming from that lake high above the mountain. That is God. In our monastic order, there have been a few saints who had experienced divinity. One of them is Swami Brahmananda. He is considered one of the main disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. Considered by us as the main disciples. Because Sri Ramakrishna, who was a divine incarnation, like Jesus Christ, Sri Chaitanya, Rama and Krishna, they never thought that they are gurus. They never thought. Sri Ramakrishna never thought that he was a guru. That's why nowadays we can say Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda, they were disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. But had Sri Ramakrishna been present, you see, when we are saying that, he would have objected to that. He would have said, no, I am not. Then who is the guru? God is the guru, he would say. Jesus also never thought that he was a guru or a spiritual teacher. He gave so many teachings and wonderful teachings, but he said to others in an implied manner that those teachings had come from God. He was not the teacher. And some people are considered disciples of Jesus Christ. After the resurrection of Jesus, Jesus appeared before 2 ladies. Their names started with the word Mary. And they couldn't recognize Jesus because he was in disguise. Otherwise he would be again arrested by the police and he would be crucified again, I think. That's why he was in disguise. He disguised himself as a gardener. And Jesus told those 2 ladies had come to anoint the dead body of Jesus, but his dead body was not there. He had already gone out alive. Anyway, that's a different thing. So, Jesus said to those ladies, you are looking for Jesus, and hearing his voice, they recognize that Jesus was that gardener in disguise, in the guise of the gardener. And Jesus said to them, "Go and tell my brothers that I will see them in Galilee." Who were his brothers? Whom we call the disciples of Jesus Christ. Jesus would call them his brothers. He never thought that he was their teacher or guru. That's it. He also thought that God was the guru. And the Diksha Guru also doesn't think that he is the guru. I mentioned Swami Brahmananda, and our headquarters is in India, in a place called Belur Monastery, not far from the city of Calcutta. And that was the time when some young men came and joined the monastic order. The number was not much, not large. And Swami Premananda, another saintly disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, used to take care of them. And one of them had all good qualities, but he would lose his temper sometimes. So Swami Premananda took that young monk to Swami Brahmananda, who was there in the monastery. And Swami Brahmananda at that time was the president of the order, so to say. And so Swami Premananda took that young man to Swami Brahmananda and said to Swami Brahmananda, "This young man is hot-headed. Please put your hand on his head and bless him so that he becomes calm and serene." In such cases, you see, Swami Brahmananda would never agree to bless anybody because he didn't think that he had the power to bless anyone. It is God's blessing. God's blessings come from God. But that day, strangely, he put his hand on the head of that young monk and blessed him. And then Swami Premananda was very happy to see that. Then he went out of that room and started calling everyone, "Come, come, Swami Brahmananda will bless you all." And one by one, many came. And Swami Brahmananda put his hand on the head of each and every one and blessed him. Then at last one person came, it was too late. And when he came and saluted Swami Brahmananda in order to be blessed by him, Swami Brahmananda was sitting and blessing. Then he stood up and said, "I can't bless, nobody can be blessed now." Then in Hindi he said, "Jo aaya tha so chala gaya." That means one who blessed, one who came and blessed is gone now. Who came and blessed? Well, it was, I think, divinity. Sri Ramakrishna used him as his instrument and blessed those monks. That is the meaning. Swami Brahmananda could never think that you could bless anyone. One who blessed is gone now, he said. I can't bless anybody. So, these great spiritual teachers, they don't think that they're spiritual teachers. And there was a famous religious leader in India. He belonged to a reformist Hindu church called the Brahma Samaj, the Society of Brahmas. And one of the leaders became very famous. He was a great speaker, and his life was also good. So he came to know Sri Ramakrishna and became attracted to him. one day he brought some of his followers to Sri Ramakrishna, and said to Sri Ramakrishna, pointing to his followers, they think that I am Jesus Christ. Then who are you? Are you John the Baptist? Then Sri Ramakrishna said, no, I am the dust of your feet. And no ego, no humility. Yes, humility personified. This is how all these genuine spiritual teachers or Diksha Gurus behave. And also a guru, is Diksha Guru, should have certain qualities. First of all, he should be a Shrotriya. That means he must be well versed in the scriptures. And Brahmanishta, his mind should be centered in God. And Akamahata, he will not have any worldly desires. These are some outer symptoms by which one can know the Diksha Guru. And also, the Diksha Guru must have good lineage. I was lucky to have my guru, whose name was Swami Vishuddhananda ji. He was one of the first few disciples of that divine incarnation, who is Sri Sarada Devi. So, it is the power of Sri Sarada Devi which passed through Swami Vishuddhananda to those whom he had given initiation. Swami Vishuddhananda was also humility personified. He never even wanted to be a Diksha Guru. When at that time in the Ramakrishna Order, only Swami Brahmananda as the president, he is the only one who would give spiritual initiation. Then he was getting old, so he requested Swami Vishuddhananda to also start giving spiritual initiation. And Swami Vishuddhananda said, I don't think I am fit to give initiation to anyone. I am unfit, because he was also saintly and therefore he was humble. And Swami Shankarananda said to him, none of us is fit to give initiation. But Sri Ramakrishna wants to play with counterfeit coins like us. Then Swami Vishuddhananda agreed. But he never thought that he was a guru. So also Swami Brahmananda never thought that he was a guru. So, a guru is the dispeller of spiritual darkness. He acts as the instrument. Yes. And he doesn't think that it is he who is dispelling the spiritual darkness. It is the thing that is God who is using him or her as the instrument. There are so many wonderful stories about saints in India. I suddenly recall one great saint of North India. His name was Ram Das Kathia Baba. And Kath means wood. He would wear a belt made of wood and to which his loincloth would be fashioned. So that's how he got the name Kathia Baba, Ramdas Kathia Baba. He was a genuine saint. Once he went to the Himalayan mountains in search of a spiritual teacher. And he was relatively young. Then he saw a cave in the mountain. He became curious. He entered there and he saw a holy person is sitting there. His beard was long and all. And then he understood that he had disturbed this holy man. When he came out, the holy man also came out with him and said, "Why did you disturb me?" Then he said, "Sir, revered sir, I want my spiritual teacher. That's why I come. Will you be my spiritual teacher?" Then that holy man said to him, "If you want to be my disciple, then you have to obey me." Then they're standing on the road next to a mountain river. And then that holy man said to Ramdas Kathia Baba, "If you want to be my disciple, you have to obey me. Jump into that river." And Ramdas Kathia Baba jumped into the river. But that holy man then exercised one of his occult powers. He made his one arm very long and grabbed Ramdas and pulled him out of the river. And then he said, "I am not your guru. You will get your guru in course of time." And eventually Ramdas Kathia Baba found his guru. He was known as the Paramahansa from that lake which we call Manas Sarovar. A class of sannyasis is called Paramahansa. So who is a Paramahansa? It is believed that a Paramahansa, even from milk, will suck out the cream, leaving aside the whey. That's the story. Whether a swan can do that or not, I do not know. But that was the belief. And supreme swan, Paramahansa. That means in this world, what is essential, that is the Paramahansa will only accept that. And Shankaracharya was a great saint. He made a few disciples, and one of them was Paramahansa. So the monks of the Ramakrishna Order also are Paramahansas, judging by lineage. Because Sri Ramakrishna, one of the teachers of Sri Ramakrishna was a Paramahansa. Totapuri was his name, and he was a Paramahansa, and his last name was also Puri, was given by Shankaracharya. That's why the monks of the Ramakrishna Order, their full name is pretty long. For example, I am a monk of the Ramakrishna Order, so I am called Bhaskarananda. But full name is Bhaskarananda Puri Paramahansa. That's my full name. That is, I have to be like a Paramahansa. So such names are given to the monks. All right, my time is up, so I will conclude this talk with some salutation to the Guru. It is in Sanskrit. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Deva Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. What does it mean? Guru is that deity who has created this world, Brahma. And Guru is also Vishnu, God. And Guru is also Shiva, Maheshwara. And Guru is that supreme divinity. I salute the Guru. This is how we are taught to salute our Gurus, by chanting this mantra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Deva Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru is God itself. So a disciple should look upon one's Guru that way.